Shalom. Want to start off by giving all glory, praises, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers that's teaching this truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect and the 1/3. Alright, so today's lesson, I just wanted to get into basically how Jake doesn't concern himself with geopolitics. Alright. They're ignorant to what's going on around them. They only know some Jake never even left their neighborhood, man, or their city, So they don't actually they're not concerned about what's going on past their borders, man. All right? Like the way they view life is just what they probably can't afford to go to another country to understand that, but they actually don't even need to be able to go to another country to understand geopolitics, man. Jake doesn't want to concern himself with no type of news or whatever, not knowing that it's all leading to the day of their deliverance, man. Whether they be destroyed in the upcoming World War III, all right, in the Yahushai's return, all right, in the kingdom, they'll be back, man. They don't know that all these things are happening for their kingdom to come about, man, under the rulership of Yahushai, man. Okay, all these rumors of wars. Okay, you see all type of all these riots and what's that other word I'm looking for? Protests. All right, that's taking place in Europe. Jake doesn't understand why these things are happening, nor do they care, man. They're stuck on folly. You know what I'm saying? Esau set up has so many distractions pumped out into this world, spends billions and billions of dollars to pump out distractions on you Jakes, man. So you guys don't even concern yourself with what's going on in the world. And that's why all these things, that's why when the society collapses, it's gonna catch you by surprise, man, because you guys never wanted to take heed, nor did you care to take heed, all right, when you're supposed to get this truth, man. Okay, so that's why it's gonna catch you by surprise. I just wanted to get the definition of geopolitics. It says politics, especially international relations, as influenced by geographical factors. Okay, so you guys don't concern yourself with what's going on, man. You guys don't know what's going on in Venezuela. All right, you guys don't know what's going on in France. All right, you guys don't concern yourself with what's taking place in England with Brexit. Okay, you guys don't actually take the time to consider what's going on in the Middle East. Okay, certain trade wars that's taking place with China. You know what I'm saying? Sanctions that's taking place between China, Russia, and America. Okay, you guys are not actually understanding why these things are happening, but it's ultimately leading for your deliverance. All right, 2/3 of you are gonna die in this upcoming World War III and the return of Yahushai with the chariots, which are the so-called UFOs. All right, you guys ignorantly call UFOs, but they're the vehicles of the Most High, man. That's where the angels are, and that's the vehicles they use. Okay, and they're documenting everything, man. They see everything. They see you being ignorant, and they see the man that's doing this work as well. They watch everything. They're noting everything. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to get Joel 3. Okay, start at 1. Says Joel 3:1 says, "For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat." All right, and why the Most High is gonna bring us back from our captivity, man. All right, Judah and Jerusalem being the northern and southern tribe, man. Okay, and in doing so, this is what he said, he's gonna gather all the nations. Now bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, this is in the Middle East, man. This is gonna be in World War III. All nations are gonna be there. Even, yeah, all the nations, even Israel's gonna be down there, man. You wicked two-third jigs fighting in the military, okay? For your oppressor, for Esau and whoever else, whoever other nation you guys enrolled in to fight for, not wanting to fight for Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, your own people. And it says, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. They have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Alright, so that's all the wickedness that these other nations, mainly Esau, so-called white man, was doing to our people, man. Alright, having our men being sold as harlots, man, that's off, man, it's wickedness. Alright, having them as lady boys. Alright, Esau having his way, man, that's wickedness, man. Same with our women. So Esau was just freaking off on the men and the women of our nation, man. And that shit's still going on to this day. That they might drink. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. Alright, who's the Grecians, man? Okay. The Tyre and Zidon, Salakia, Tyre and Zidon are the Africans. Alright, you Hamites, you Hamites. And you guys sold us unto the Grecians, alright, the so-called white man. That ye might remove them from far from their border, and that's exactly what they did, man. When they sold us into the Atlantic slave trade. Alright, so we were removed far from our homeland, man. Even further, because the west coast of Africa was not our homeland. Okay, but we were removed even further away from our homeland. You know what I'm saying? And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. So it's going to be a reversal now, man. For the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Okay, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Alright, and I'm going back into my my point about geopolitics, man. Because all these things, these uprisings of the people, okay, these sanctions being put on against other nations. When a country is putting sanctions upon another country, man, you're cutting off that country's ability to make money, for them to prosper as a nation, okay, and to basically do well for their people and have their economy thriving. And once you do that, man, that leads to war, man, because you're cutting off their lifeline. You know what I'm saying? You're cutting off their way of life. So once you actually do that, man, that leads to bloodshed, man. That leads to all-out war, man. Everybody's gonna say, "Fuck it, let's get it, man." Everybody's gonna want all the smoke, man. They're gonna die for their life, pretty much, all right? For them to prosper, man. So they're gonna go out and fight for what they think is right or whatever. The Most High is gonna put a spirit in them, man. All these nations, all right. You're gonna have Jake fighting for Esau, all right, not knowing that you should be fighting for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, and wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves. Alright, so who is a weak nation? There's gonna be weak nations. Alright, but now they're actually catching up in military technology, man. Okay, they're getting nukes. You have Iran. Okay, they're building up their military. They have nukes. You have North Korea that's always testing out new nuclear missiles. All right, And these are small nations compared to the US, right? But they're saying, bring it, man. They're not giving no fucks. They want smoke too. All right. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down. O Lord Yahweh, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get ye down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. And the wickedness of these nations is great, man. Especially unto what they did to our people, all the oppression that they put us through. All right, the rape, robbery, and murder, starting with Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, so that's why the Most High is gonna plead with all the nations there, man. It's gonna set things right, because there's actually an unbalance in the earth right now, man. There's something called injustice that's being taking place, right? That's actually on the earth right now. There actually is no justice on the earth right now. All right, we're living in an unjust world, man. You know what I'm saying? So in order for our unjust world, I should say, Shalakia. So in order for the scales to be balanced, man. All right, judgment needs to take place, man, because we live in a defiled land. All right, the murders of our brethren, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, were the biblical Israelites according to the Bible. Okay, all the blood of our nation is spread all over the earth, man. Okay, so this land needs to be cleansed, man, especially America. You know. It says multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near. In the valley of decision, man. Alright, it's near. And the scripture says, though it tarry, wait for it, but it's near. Okay? The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord Yahweh will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. Okay? So our people don't even understand why all these things are happening. All right, but it's for their own for their own deliverance. Going back to the whole geopolitics, man, because Jake lives a life of ignorance, man. As long as he has his rap music, all right, his blunt and his weed and pussy, he's good, man. 2K. Jake don't need nothing else after that. He's not looking to do not he's not thinking deep as to why his life is the way it is. Okay? He's not asking no questions. He's good now. You know what I'm saying? But all these things are gonna take place for his own deliverance, man. Imagine that. You're ignorant as all hell, not knowing what the fuck's going on. Alright? And then within the next not exactly the next day, but next thing you know, you're in a kingdom, and you're the ruling class. All right, from rags to riches, you didn't even know. But the Most High is gonna kill you in your ignorance. That's a fact. But he had mercy on Israel. All right, so he's gonna imagine that you're the elite of a kingdom, man. Or your nation of people is the highest on the earth, man. And we've been telling our people that, man. People don't want to hear us. They want to celebrate Christmas. All right, they want to partake in all the wickedness of this world, man. They're actually not thinking of a kingdom to come, man. To them, this is the kingdom, man. I gotta make it. You know. It says Joel 3:17 says, so shall ye know that I am the Lord Yahweh, your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall be no strangers pass through her anymore. Alright? So Most High is not going to send no other nations upon us, man. To set up to put us in captivity anymore after this final judgment, man. That all the nations are going to feel. You know what I'm saying? Including Israel, 2/3 of Israel can be part of that, man. You know what I'm saying? And Israel's a big nation. So, you know, that was pretty much the point on that, man. Shalom.